Good morning, students. So in today's class we are going to discuss a new lesson, that is lesson number 4, communication. Lesson number 4, communication. So in this lesson we will discuss first about the communication. Next we will discuss about the types of communication. Next, uses of the internet, and last about the advertising. Okay. So first, if we study about the communication, what is communication? We talk. Yes, we talk to the other person, to the other people, and the conversation which is going on in between me and them, that is called as communication. And communication can be in different ways. So before going to start this lesson, in the page number 180 they have given a box here. See here. So can you see this box? And in this box they have given two columns and 4 lines are there. See here, like this. Is it? So what you have to do in these lines? In early times, people used to send messages through various means such as pigeons, sound messages, etc. Of course, in earlier days, there were nothing. There were no mobiles. There were no any telephones. So there were no letters at all. So how do they manage? How do they communicate with the people who lives far away from them? They communicate with the help of pigeons. They just write a letter and they just send it through the pigeons or parrots. Okay. But since then the means of communication have developed a lot. Of course. But nowadays, in today's life, we are having almost everything to communicate. See, now I am in Mudhol, but if my any relative is living far away, like if he is living in another country as well, but we can still communicate through the mobile phones, through the internet. So we can say that compared to the earlier days, today's generation has very developed. Okay, and in the table given below, so you have to write any 4 means of communication which is starting from the older days to the present times. Okay, so first one is that is telephone. Of course, telephone is the material by which we can communicate to the other people who is living far away from us. And one more is fax. It is also a means of communication. Next, one more, that is mobile phones. Yes, mobile phones. And the last one, that is radio. Through the radio also you can send many more information to the people who is living far away from us. Okay, whether it is in India, whether that person is living in India or in other country, doesn't matter. But the technology is growing so faster that it made everything possible. It made everything almost possible. Okay, so with the help of telephone, mobile phones, radio, fax, we are not feeling that yes, we are staying away from our family or friends, because these all means of communications helps us a lot. Okay, so see here. So what is communication? Communication is the activity. It is the activity of keeping in touch with others. Yes, it is an activity which is keeping in touch with others. So whatever the distance is, whether that person is living in Jamkhandi or that person is living in any other country like America or Australia, it doesn't matter. But through the technology we can talk to them and we can talk to them. Okay, so it is basically communication is an activity which is trying to the people, trying to make it possible that we should be keep in touch. And it helps us to know about the people, about the places and events around the world. Yes, it is helping us in many ways. And in olden days, there were no means of rapid communication. Yes, in olden days, in earlier days, there were no any means of communication which can be faster. There were only letters. So if I am writing today, if I am writing a letter today, so if I want to send it to another city, it will take 8 to 15 days to reach that letter. But in today's day, in today's generation, what we can do, we can just take a mobile phone and we just make a call. It will reach within a second, within a minute, is it? So it grows very faster. So people had to send messages with the help of runners, pigeons or horse riders, which took a long time, of course. But in modern times, communication has become very easy due to the invention of different means of communication. Of course, do you know who is the inventor of telephone? Yes, there was a very great scientist called Graham Bell. Graham Bell was the scientist who invented the telephone, and of course it is helping us in many ways. So the world now seems to be very small place. Human beings are social animals and share their thoughts and feelings with others. Is it? So we are not feeling that yes, some other person is living so far away from us. It is no more there. Okay. So we can share our feelings, we can share our thoughts to other people through the telephone, through the means of communication, whether it is an internet or it is any other means of communication. Okay. So that's something about communication. So if we talk here, types of communication. So see here. First write down the definition of the communication. Communication. So the particular definition is communication is the activity. It is the activity. Which kind of activity is this? It is the activity of keeping in touch. Keeping in touch with others. And the very important point about this is it helps us to know about people, places and events. Around the world. Okay. Now types of communication. Types of communication. So see here, mainly there are three types of communications. Okay, and those are the postal communication, telecommunication, and mass communication. See here. So they given a very beautiful diagram just to understand the types of communication. So the first one is the postal communication. Postal communication. Okay. Now the second one, that is telecommunication. Now the third and the last one, that is mass communication. Mass communication. Okay, and all these three communications are further divided. Okay, that we will discuss afterwards. First, we will discuss about the postal communication, telecommunication, and mass communication. So I will give you some basic ideas about all of these. Okay, before going further, just write it down. Okay, so next here, let's discuss this first one, that is postal communication. So write down. So let's see what is postal communication. So the first very important point about the postal communication is the oldest. Okay, it is the oldest means of communication. Means of communication. Communication is the post. Is the post. And the next one is the postal department. The postal department of India. Helps us to send or receive messages. Okay, next one. There are offices in our country. So these are the very important points about the postal communication. First, you know that the oldest, okay, the very oldest means of communication is the post. Okay, you know that there is the post office in our city as well. Yes. So sending the letters. What is the meaning of post? Sending the letters and receiving the letters or parcels. And it is the oldest means of communication. And you know that Postal Department of India, it helps us to send and receive messages. So in older days there was no any telephone or mobile phones, fax, radio. So they used to send, say if they want to talk, if they want to reach any important message to the person who is living far away from them, they used to write the letter and they just we can first we have to purchase. First we have to purchase the postcard, then of course envelope. So what is the meaning of envelope? After writing the letter you have to put it inside the envelope. So next there is the stamp. There is called a stamp which is available in the post office. You can purchase. So just paste that stamp over the postcard, and then yes, you can send anything. You can send money, you can send any gifts, so you can send any messages through the postcards. Yes, it takes little more time. It takes for example, it takes 8 to 15 days to reach the letter. But there was no any other option in earlier days. So it was the very oldest means of communication. And there are actually in India, all over the India, there are 1.6 lakh post offices are there, including our Mudod. So in every taluka there is at least one post office is there. Okay, so if the city is very big like Bangalore, Pune or Mumbai, there are more than one post offices are there. Okay, so we can buy postcards and envelopes and postage stamps from any post office, and we can also send money to anyone through a money order, and rail, road and air transport are used for this purpose. See, so if that letter should send to Bangalore, it will go through the bus, it will go through the railway as well. So if you are sending that letter to any other country, then it will go through the air traveler like aeroplane. Okay, so it totally depends. So if you want to send a letter urgently, so if you are in urgent, if you want to send money to anybody in urgent, then you can use the speed post. Through that speed post, you can send anything in a very quickly. Okay, so that is called as courier services. You can go to the courier offices, and of course you can send anything to the person who is living far away from you in a very quick manner. Okay, so that's something about postal communication. Okay, so yes, it is enough for today. In tomorrow's class we will discuss about the second type of communication, that is telecommunication. And in that telecommunication, first we will discuss about the telephones, fax, mobile phones. These three communications are related to the telecommunication that we will discuss in tomorrow's class. So before ending this class, just write down the notes. Okay, so it is enough for today. The remaining part of this lesson we will study in tomorrow's class.